All right, I hit record. We are recording. I'm going to hit screen share. And as I share my screen, if you guys could just give me a little chat in the chat, thumbs up that you can see my screen, a yes, something, so I know that it's all good on your end too. Chat. Yes, awesome. Thanks, guys. Cool. All right. We're good to go. I am super pumped. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, welcome. My name is Val Bazo. I am hold on just a second. I see some more chats. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Everybody can see me. So my name, Val Bazo. I am a 10-star diamond, 3-time elite Team Beachbody coach. You guys, what does 3-time elite mean? It means that my team, our team, Legacy United, we have been in the top 0.01% of the entire Team Beachbody company now for 3 consecutive years, which is pretty cool considering that I've only been a coach for about 3 years and maybe 8 months around that time. So it means that I work hard. I hustle, okay? I came into this business and had no clue what the heck I was doing, had no idea what it was all about, but I saw an opportunity. And I saw an opportunity, number one, to simply get a transformation that I knew I needed to get for myself, and coaching was a way for me to stick to that transformation. Okay, because along with that 10-star diamond, 3-time elite, let's see here, I am a Success Club 10 legend, which means that I have helped at least 5 people a month minimum for, it's actually been almost 39 months in a row now. That's incredible to me because those are transformations that I get to help. I'm a 6-figure earner. I have been for, gosh, almost 2 years. It just keeps going, and I will share that with you a little bit later in this call as well. But along with those accolades, take that all away. I started in the exact same place that you will start if you decide to join our team. I was at ground zero, had no idea how to even use social media. I had no idea what coaching was about, didn't own a computer, had about 140 Facebook friends, and I never posted on Facebook. I was like, gave me hives to even think about posting a status update on Facebook. I was like the scroller. I would watch everybody else, but I would never, ever post, right? So I'm also a mom of 2 little girls. I am a wife to my wonderful husband who was in the Navy for 13 years, and he actually just got out of the military this past March. So actually it's been almost a year, thanks to Beachbody. So he's a full-time stay-at-home dad. He joined the Air Force Reserves because Beachbody has allowed us this opportunity, okay? So that's just a little bit of where my life has been over the last 3 years, okay? But coaching, when this came into my life 3.5 years ago, guys, I was at like rock bottom, okay? So the Val you see here was not the Val back then, almost 4 years ago. I was basically like stripped of my own dignity, of my own confidence. I had nothing. My husband and I were realizing that we were extremely in debt. So, you know, we were that couple who would just look at the monthly payment and, oh yeah, we can afford that, we can afford that. And then we had to move from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Gulfport because of the military. All this stuff started to pile up. So we had a house there. We needed to buy a house here. Kids, just everything started to pile up. So when we finally we started getting calls from credit companies, and, you know, spare you the details, but we calculated it, and we were about $140,000 in non-mortgage debt. So that's a lot, right? I mean, crazy amounts of debt. And let alone, he was deploying all the time. He was gone for about 7-8 months at a time. He would be home for a few months, gone for a month or so, come back. It was back and forth. So I felt like a single mom. My girls were not in school yet. They were still really little, and I was alone. My family is way far away. Pennsylvania and Georgia is the closest family that we had, and I had like 2 friends here in Gulfport, okay? So when coaching did come my way. I was like, yeah, right. That's probably like one of those scams. I don't know anything about it. I've done that stuff before. I was the typical, I would start at home business, right? Because I've always had this vision. Like, I don't want to work for somebody else, but I want to make money. I want to be my own boss, like all this. So I had done 31 bags. I was going to make it really big selling Cutco knives when I was in college, guys. Yeah, that didn't pan out. Avon, all that stuff. Okay, I had done it, and I quit everything. So, of course, my husband too, he is very supportive, but he's like, okay, here we go, another thing. Yep, I think you should try it, but are you going to actually stick with it this time, right? So I saw this as the opportunity finally after the tugging at my heart and in my gut. I was like, I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I was like, maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is my sign that I'm supposed to start this whole coaching thing, because I knew that I liked Beachbody programs. So I'd been familiar with the Beachbody programs before, had never tried Shakeology before I started as a coach. But I did love the programs. I loved TurboFire. I had done P90X, even though it was hard as crap. Oh my gosh, so hard. I don't think I ever finished it, to be legit honest, like from start to finish. But I liked it. I knew that the programs worked. So I thought, what if this could be my in? I had been applying to schools locally to be a substitute teacher, and I had just taken my Praxis 1. I was actually submitting my applications to take my Praxis 2 exams. All this stuff right at this time that this coaching kept popping, like blinking red lights. And I thought, okay, instead of investing the money into those tests, maybe I should invest it into coaching and give it 6 months. That's what I did. Okay, that's what I did. So here we are, right? What is Beachbody? What do we do? I had no idea what we did whenever I started. I just saw it as a way to sign up, $40, paid my $40. And I got it refunded because we were in the military. And if you're a military spouse, if you are in the military, then you get your sign-up fee waived. So I was like, here we go. What do we do now? So I had to work on my own transformation. Signed up so I could get the discounts, so I could start to make some extra money for groceries, to put groceries on the table, and then to be able to get my Shakeology completely paid for. Those were my two big goals, like big scary goals. That was what I wanted to do in the beginning. And I needed to lose like 15 pounds. I was not at my goal weight. I was not at my goal body. I came into this needing to get my own transformation, go into a challenge group, and really start the process myself, okay? So for those of you who are like, I should probably get my own transformation, I want to do my own thing first, I want to have a story to be able to share, I'm encouraging you, do it at the same time, because you get to share your journey with others. You get to talk about what it is you're doing, and it's the accountability that is really like, that takes hold, because people are going to watch you. They're going to want to know what you're doing. All right. And then along the way, you invite friends and family members, acquaintances to a challenge group. Our challenge groups are our bread and butter. If you've never been in a challenge group, it's our online community. It's our online support group. I use myself as the example. I am in there every single day. I post in these amazing groups for my challengers. We have water challenges. We do prize giveaways. We make sure that every one of us, we're doing our workout program. We are sharing our transformations. We're sharing recipes and meal plans and, kid-friendly recipes and our struggles and our triumphs. We celebrate it all together. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but 80% of people who start a workout routine end up quitting within the first 2 weeks. That was me. I've been there. And I'm sure probably every one of you on this call have been there at some point too, right? So that's what we do in our challenge groups. So we invite to our challenge groups and we just talk about what we do, and we invite. Our challenge groups are like birthday parties. So this is what I explain to my team. All right, you need to be inviting people to the challenge groups because it's like a birthday party. So, we have everything for our challenge groups. We have all the recipes, all these cool meal plans, all this awesome stuff. But think of all of our awesome stuff for our challenge groups as the cake and the presents and the party supplies, everything. So you have it all ready, but what happens if you don't invite to that birthday party? Nobody's going to show up. So what happens if you're not inviting to your challenge group? nobody's going to want to join you, right? So that's why you share your story. You do your personal development, which is just helping your mind really like move forward and get more positive. And it's like a life-changing thing. This coaching, it truly is life-changing, okay? So that's what we do as coaches. It's really simple. And then next, question that I get so often, hold on a sec, guys. I actually need to plug in my computer because it's about to die. I didn't plug it in. But why am I successful? Okay, I didn't know what to do whenever I came in, but I decided instead of saying why me, like I had said my whole life, why does all this stuff happen to me? I decided to start saying why not me. So whenever I'd see other people becoming successful in this business or who had become successful, I started YouTubing success stories for Beachbody coaches, and I was like enthralled with this vision of what this could produce for myself and for my family long term. So every time I would think a negative thought, I'd say, you know what? Nope, why not me? Why not me? I can do this. I can do this. And that's how I honestly started to just trudge along. And so I would set my hours and I would stick to them. So 1 hour a day is what I started with for probably the first couple of months. And that would just be inviting to a challenge group, doing my workout, reading my personal development, and posting on social media 3 times a day. That was my biggest obstacle to overcome. Social media scared me back then. So I looked at it as a trade school. This business is a trade school. You come in and you learn as you do. You don't learn it and then do it. You'll never get started. The start is what stops most of us, okay? We don't want it to stop you. Set your hours. When are you going to work them? This is a mobile business. You can work from your phone. You can work from a computer. You can work from an iPad. You can work from your car. You can work on the commercials of your TV shows. You can get up early. You can stay up late. You literally can work this business anytime. So I promise you, if time and being too busy is your excuse, give me your schedule and I will show you where you can find time, make time for your business. Promise you, I do it with all my new coaches. Number 2, I never just sell, I work with people. Other coaches who come and go in this business, the people that kind of give us the bad name because it's those people who just sell stuff and leave people hanging, and then that's when those programs start to collect dust. It's just kind of like anything, like a bad car salesman, like a bad teacher that you have in grade school that, can just ruin a subject for you whenever you're in 3rd grade or whatever. It's in every single bad nurse who pokes you too hard, right? It's in every field. Just remember that if you come into this, then you care about people. So my job starts after I sell my challenge pack. It's not, oh, cool, I got a sale, now I have commission. Never. My job doesn't even start until my challenge group starts. And then I get to help my challengers through it. I get to know them. I get to know their struggles. I get to help give them a little kick in the pants when they don't feel like making their dinner or doing their workout that night, right? That's the fun of coaching. Number 3, I reached personal development. This was the hardest part for me, was knowing that I had to read a book to get ahead. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a reader, quote unquote. I would say that all the time. I quickly learned that if I was not a reader, I was not going to be successful. I don't know if you can see behind me. That is my one of many bookshelves that is about 6 levels deep, and books are just shoved together, and I've read every one of them probably 2 or 3 times over. Okay, I love them. It helps. Number 4, I am nobody special. I'm just following these 3 behaviors that are on the screen right now. I post on social media, I invite and connect with like-minded women just like myself, and I read personal development. Okay. And then finally, last but not least, there's no secret to success. It is consistency over time. Many of you didn't know me 3.5 years ago, okay? You didn't know that my social media posts were horrible and I was just, sharing recipes and stuff, but it's just been that predictable consistency over time. People know I'm going to show up. I'm never not going to show up. So that's what I want in my team, is that predictable consistency and no excuses. Like, you're here, you need to help 2 to 3 people a month. That's it. Our goals are to help get 2 to 3 people into a challenge group a month minimum and help them get results. Everyone coming in here can do this because we work to inspire other people. And your story is what is inspiring. Nobody wants the facts. Nobody wants, okay, you can get this challenge pack for this price and do this program. They want to know what the program has done for you, what program you're doing, what you're eating, what your life looks like. It's the stories that sell, right? So who are you going to inspire? 3 people a month. And then what's going to happen? It's the ripple effect that starts to take place. You're going to pay it forward. And then those 3 people, each of them are going to invite 3 people. You'll get referrals. You're just going to gradually build this, and people will follow you. I promise. I promise. Many of my coaches on my team were like, man, sometimes it's like talking to my husband. I have to tell you that you're right. And I don't want to have to tell you that you're right, but you're right. And I'm like, just listen. I promise I know how to be successful. And I'm sharing this with you tonight. All right. And then establishing rapport. If you've been in my challenge groups, I hope that you love them, because I go above and beyond. I do the extras. I take care of my people, because I love you guys, and I want you to recommend me to your friends. I want you to get results. I want to give away prizes. I want you guys to want to coach with me. I want you to love Beachbody. I want you to bleed Beachbody blue, is what I say, because when I did my first program, I fell in love and I became a lifer. And that's what I want from my team and my coaches and my challengers, okay? I want you guys to love it too. I want to be the one who is over-delivering and being present every single day, almost to the point of maybe a little annoying, because I'm always there, right? I'm always there because I want you to have success, because I know what it's like to be down in the dumps and unconfident and miserable and feeling like you have nobody at that rock bottom place, and you're heavy, you're overweight, and you just don't feel good. I know what that's like. And I also now know what it's like to be confident and what it's like to feel really great, to be able to play with my kids, to be able to be at home with my kids when they're home from school, taking them to school, having a clear mind, knowing how to get myself out of a bad mood, knowing that it's not a bad day, it's a bad moment. I've learned this, and this is what I want to help my ladies. This is what I want to help my team achieve too, because that's success to me, right? And to be able to do that, that's a gift. And someone gave that gift to me. They believed in me before I believed in myself, and I always want to pay that forward. All right, those are the people that I'm looking for on my team. And remember, going back to that selling aspect, all right, this is a peer-to-peer marketing world. If you are doing your business right, you should never be selling anything. You shouldn't be that salesy person. Go to this website and order this. We've all made that mistake, but you will hear me say, don't do that. This is just like going to see a movie. This is just like trying out that new restaurant that opened down the street. This is just like your favorite pair of Nikes or shoes brand that you love. This is your favorite leggings, my leggings of the month that I get questions on all the time. Leggings of the month club, guys, Google it. It's awesome. Peer-to-peer, people are going to ask you what the heck you're doing, because you're going to start to look amazing and you're going to feel awesome and your attitude changes, and it's contagious. That's how this business works, okay? You're going to then ask for testimonials, ask for referrals from your friends. It's just, again, this ripple effect that I promise will take part when you do the work. And then we're just planting seeds every day. All we do, plant these little seeds, because if you want to reap a harvest, you must first plant the seeds. Every day in my social media posts, I'm planting seeds. Every day that I invite new people through social media, again, I sit behind a computer or my phone. This is my bread and butter of my business. And I invite and I just connect and I talk to people. Those are my seeds, and in hopes to one day harvest and help them achieve their goals, all right? Start to build excitement. This is not meant to feel like a job. I've always said, if this starts to feel like a job, I'm gonna freak out, because it's so fun and I love it, and there's so much passion. I've literally developed a passion because I feel that this is my purpose in life, is to do this. I love it that much, okay? And I hope the same for you. Next, we'll go on to how do I make money? All right, first of all, we make 25% commission on anything that anyone buys from you. So you'll always hear me talking about your challenge packs, because that's what's going to get you your Success Club points. And you'll learn as you join as a coach, our minimum is 5 Success Club points a month. That is your requirement as a coach. That is your bar. That is your expectation. So that means that's where those 2 to 3 customers with a challenge pack every month roll into play to get them into your challenge group to help them get the same results that you're getting, okay? So you'll get 25% on that, but you also get 25% commission, like I said, on everything, on Shakeology, on Energize, on the Shakeology boosts, like anything that people buy. And then you can be eligible for our Fast Start bonuses, which vary in price or in commissions, customer leads. So this is very, very important. And I tell my team as soon as they sign up that this is the first goal. So it goes Success Club first that you want to aim for, which is your first 2 to 3 customers. And then you want to hit our first rank advancement, which is called Emerald, where you sign up 2 coaches under you. So once you have 2 people under you, my first 2 people was my best friend and my husband, all right? So it's not that hard. I got them signed up. They don't have to be working coaches or anything. They just have to be a coach on your team. You start to qualify for what's called customer leads, and that's where residual income starts to unfold. That's where I'll say, you can make money in your sleep. That is how it starts, because you start to get cycle bonuses then on top of that, and it starts to unfold, and you'll start to just see, where did this $30 come from? Where did this $60 come from? I didn't sell anything this week. This is why it's so important to start to hit those rank advancements. So you'll hear me say all the time that Success Club is the yellow brick road to all of your dreams. My team is like, Val, we hear this all the time, but I promise you it's true. You will always want to hit Success Club. You're always going to want to sign 2 to 3 people up on your team if growing a team is what you want and you want to start to earn that residual income, and rank advance. And then you're going to sign your own team up, and they're going to hit Success Club. They're going to sign 2 or 3 coaches up a month. They're going to rank advance, and it's just that cycle. That's all that it is. It's just a cycle that goes around and around. And it's just, again, as you do it, as you get more comfortable with it, it becomes second nature. It's a job. It's that trade school that I talked to you about. It's going to become like you know it like the back of your hand. And then as you really start to advance, you'll get Star Diamond bonuses. They go up to as much as $75,000 a quarter. You guys, like the income potential for this business is redonkulous. Like, I cannot even explain to you. I did a post the other day that my husband walked into my office and he's like, babe, do you know that in 1 week you just made enough money to pay our mortgage payment 6 times? So basically like the next 6 months of our mortgage payment. I was like, that's pretty crazy amazing. I can remember whenever I signed up as a coach, my upline coach was like, I made like $2,000 this week. And that was all that I needed to hear to know that I needed to chisel out of this debt. I needed to be able to stay at home with my kids. I was going to work to achieve that by helping people get their own results with something that I already knew that I loved. So you can make as much or as little money as you want with this business, but I need you guys to know that your income is a direct reflection of how many lives you commit to help change, all right? So there's also more of a breakdown with the retail commission, club memberships, all of this stuff that we do go over once you sign up on Legacy United, okay? Next, sometimes I just really love this because I thought that it was a pyramid scheme too, and I had to Google what pyramid scheme was because I didn't even know. I just heard people talking about it, right? Because it's network marketing, and that's a bad word, right? People might think really badly of you. You should probably shy away in a corner and not say that word. No. Here we go again. It's like the coaches who give the coaches who come into this business for the wrong reason, sell stuff and then quit, leave you hanging, the bad seeds in any other business. This is the same thing. There, of course, have been other network marketing companies that have been involved in that quote unquote pyramid scheme where only one person is at the top, no one else can surpass them, and they are just collect and bank. That is not how our business works. There is never just one person at the top. I mean, it's the CEO, so you're at the top ultimately of your own business. And I always like to look at it as like the military, the commander in chief, and then you go all the way down to your enlisted. My husband was military, so of course I like that one. But you are the CEO of your own business. And ultimately, at this point in time, the slate of our entire company is wiped clean. So you know how I've said that, I've been 3-time elite. Well, now it's wiped clean again. I'm working for number 4. But anyone on my team can surpass me. It's not just like I am way up here and no one else could come up above me. We'll use my coach, Jen Guthrie, for instance. She ended the year this past year at number 77 in the company, and I ended at number 126, right? She signed up under me, right? So that's that pyramid scheme that is debunked. It is void. This is not a pyramid scheme. I promise you that. We are a legit, integrity-filled company who truly care about people, and our CEO, Carl Deichler, is one of the most amazing people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, hearing speak. He is just wonderful, so Google him because he's pretty awesome. If you have any questions about that, of course, you can ask, right? So let's keep going. Worst case scenario, what if you sign up as a coach and nobody wants to join you? First of all, that will never happen if you are doing this, exactly what you're being trained to do. If you're following the systems, if you're doing the steps, won't happen. But if you're not following the steps, if you're, scared, if that fear sticks with you, which I hope that it doesn't, because fear should never dictate your life. I let it dictate mine for far too long, and I'm so glad that I got out of that. All right, but what if no one wants to join you? Worst case scenario, you invested $40 or the cost of your challenge pack, and you got to sign up as a coach for free. You made some new friends. You got some new transformation. You hopefully fell in love with Beachbody and Shakeology. You face your fears and you grow personally, and you just got yourself again into some great shape. There's really nothing bad that can happen because there's no strings attached with this business. You can cancel at any time. So understand that. There's no hoops to jump through or anything. If you're like, man, this is not for me, peace out. It's all right. You can do that too. Next. All right. And I talked a little bit about income already. This was actually a slide that I made last year. But right around my 7-month mark as a coach, I was making about $225 a week. My first month, I will backtrack a little bit. My first month, I sold 3 or 4 challenge packs. So I think that I made right around $200 to $300 my first month. That to me was like my end all, be all. If I could make that every single month, that was going to help me pay for my Shakeology, and that was going to help me put food on the table for my family. That was going to help my family so much, because I don't know about you, but $200 to $300 is a lot of money, and that can help families with a lot. Excuse me. I need a drink. Hold on. So that became my big goal. All right, awesome. If I could make $300 a month, I was going to be so happy. So I just kept running my challenge groups, setting a few rank advancement goals for myself. But funny thing that kept happening was my income was growing because I was helping people every month. And all of a sudden, $225 a week. So I was almost at that $300 a week mark at 7 months in. And then about 10 months in, I was right around that $500 a week mark. And it just kept growing because I just kept dedicating myself to running 1 or 2 challenge groups a month and bringing in 2 or 3 new people. That was my in. That was what I kept doing. And then 19 months as a coach, right around $1,000 a week. 22 months, around $3,200 a week. 28 months was right there around a little shy of $4,000 a week. And as of now, about 3.5 years in, I have almost doubled that 28 month as a coach. So that's not including any of our quarterly bonuses either. So our quarterly bonuses are anywhere from $2,000 to $75,000 a quarter. A quarter. It's crazy. It's crazy awesome. So you want to earn an income, make an impact, peeps. All right. And here we go. Almost done. We're wrapping it up. Different strokes for different folks. Okay. You make the rules. It's your business. The second you sign up, you are the CEO of your own business. You get to determine what you do with it. We are here as your mentors. I am not a boss. I will repeat. I am not a boss. I will not tell you, what to do. I am only here to tell you that if you do these things, you will be successful. If you make this a priority, you will be successful. If you don't, you won't. That's just it. I know because I've done it, and the people who haven't done it are the ones who are either no longer here or they're the ones complaining that they don't know how this business works. I'm here to teach you how to do it. All right, so you decide, do you want to be a discount coach? Are you strictly here because you are a lifer of Shakeology, a lifer of our programs and our products, and you want that 25% off, baby, because it is a good deal? Then that's perfect. You get to be a discount coach. Awesome, no strings attached. You get to be in our challenge groups. You get all the goods. Next, maybe you want to be a hobby coach. A hobby coach means that maybe you have a full-time job that you love, or you love the products, but you only want to have a little bit of extra spending cash. Maybe you just want to run a challenge group here or there, but you do want that extra money. So you're like, yeah, I do want to aim for that Success Club goal of 2 to 3 people, because that's where the money's going to come from. That's cool. Hobby coach. Maybe you're someone like me. Once I heard the potential and saw some success stories behind what this could offer, and I was like, holy crap, I'm going to be this business builder, because I was going to go all in. I wanted to be full-time, but my full-time job, this coaching full-time job, dude, you can work as little as like 15 to 20 hours a week and be considered full-time and earn a living. It's crazy. I work anywhere between, for me now, 3.5 years in, about 30 to 35 hours a week, I would say, like on my actual business. But that, remember, I don't work a 9 to 5. So that might mean that I'm working from like 5 to 6 in the morning, 5 to 8 in the morning, and then I shut it down. I work when my kids are at school. I work after they go to bed. So I pick my own hours. I work from the car a lot of times. My husband, I make him be the chauffeur. So I like bring my laptop. I hook up to my hotspot. It's amazing. I go down to the beach sometimes and I can work from the beach. Like anywhere you want to work, you have the pleasure of doing this. Okay. So there is that, and anywhere in between, you get to decide. I'm here to help guide you in whichever way you want to go. And what our team provides. Guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but you definitely, if you're joining Legacy United, you are joining a team that cares, a team that we have our incredible team culture where we help each other. It's not just like sign up and ride or die. It's literally, you guys get team training calls each week. Every Monday night, we do a call. This is actually our scheduled team call time. One-on-one training with your coach. You get small group training and apprenticeships with proven step-by-step training. We are a 3-time elite team. There's only about 150 people to 200 people in the entire network of like 300,000 people who achieve that. We have systems that work, okay? I provide social media training because it has become my baby. It's become my passion. From once I was so afraid of it to now I love to teach it, okay? Countless video trainings and manuals, depending on your learning preference. I do videos, I do text, I do voice chats, because I know I am such a visual person. So, but not everyone's like that. So I try to give trainings in different formats. And then ultimately, this is a place to dream big. I love to share the success stories, the transformations, everything that really brings us back to our roots and keeps us grounded. All right, so I will be taking questions here in just a second, but what now? So first of all, thank you guys for popping on and spending 35 minutes of your Monday night with me. I cannot tell you how much it means to me to know that you are interested in this business. Also know if you are like, this is not for me, that is okay. No strings attached. I am totally happy with whatever you decide. But maybe you also are thinking of somebody that you know who might be great at this. I would love if you would, recommend them to your coach who invited you here. If I'm your coach, you could be like, hey, Val, so-and-so would be great at coaching. Could you reach out to them? Love that. That'd be great. All right. But what now? Number 1, message the person who invited you to the call and let them know what kind of coach you think you want to be if you decide you want to be that coach, right? Number 3, let them walk you through the sign-up process. And number 4, if you're wanting to be a hobby or a business builder, get involved with the new coach training. They start on February 6th. So we'll be kicking off next week. And you will get to be an apprentice coach in your coach's next challenge group. So that way you're not doing your first challenge group all on your own. You don't ever have to feel like you're out in left field. We run them together, your first one, to show you how to spread your wings, and then you get to leap and fly on your own for the next one, or pair up with other coaches. All right, let's see here. I'm going to stop the screen share. Was that helpful? Was that helpful, guys? Let's see the chat. All right, does anyone have any questions? I don't see any up, but I'm here to answer if you do. Comments, questions, was this helpful? Did it help ease anything? Do you have any questions about my own coaching journey? Melinda, you're absolutely welcome. Cool. Nobody else? Did I cover everything? Melinda, lit a fire under your ass? Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. Oh, I'm so glad that it was inspiring for you guys. Awesome, Rhonda. Awesome. Caitlin. Caitlin's a new coach on our team. Caitlin, you're rocking it. I've been seeing your posts in my newsfeed. Keep it up, girl. Rhonda, so excited. Courtney, Team Ram Fam reporting. Ready? Awesome. I'm going to be a business builder. Get it. This is great. Alicia, I've got this, but the invite is what I just don't get. So inviting, just don't overthink. So this is what I'm talking about. So guys, when you come on, I personally like to invite, strangers, I guess you could say, over people that I know, because it gets me out of my comfort zone. And by that, it's just people that are on social media. Then I'm like, man, that mom has her profile picture as a mom and 2 kids. So I'll just send a message and be like, hey, I noticed your profile picture. I have 2 little girls too. How old are your kiddos? Like, I love to connect with people because I am, a people person, I guess. But that was my biggest hang up. I was like nervous whenever I first started that oh my gosh, I have to invite people to this quote unquote birthday party. But once you start doing it, and once you start to be consistent on social media, your social media site is letting people know what you do. Because let me ask you guys a question. If you get a random message, and probably half of you on here got a random message from me at one point, right? Because I sent you a message saying, hey, hey, Melinda, have you ever thought about doing what I do? You're not going to answer me back the second that you got that message. You're going to go to my Facebook page and you're going to stalk me for a little bit. You're going to scroll down to see who I am and what I'm all about. Are you going to return my message if my top message is like, I'm a Beachbody coach, but then four days prior was the last time that I posted anything? No, you're not going to message me back, because that shows you instantly that I'm not trustworthy and that I'm not consistent. That's the whole point behind social media. So if you want to grow and you want this to work, you have to start posting about, your life, yourself, what it is that you're passionate about, your story, your journey of your transformation. It's not just all Beachbody stuff. It's your own life. Go look at my page. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Food prep. Oh my gosh. 4 years in, I know that it's my job, but it's not easy to prep your food. But I definitely teach that in my challenge groups. And you guys, I have curriculums for all of that. Just so you know, whenever I say curriculums, like every single challenge group I've ever done, I have every post I've ever done and documents that I share. Coach trainings, everything I share meal prep, I share videos. You have all of my content. You will never be told no, right? So I never expect you to come in knowing how to do really anything. I didn't know how to do anything. I got my stuff from my upline coach, and as I got more comfortable, I would tweak it and make it my own. A few more questions. Caitlin, I'm blushing right now. Girl crush. Oh my gosh, you're so adorable. Keep going, girl. You're doing awesome. April, very interested and really wanting to take a leap, but I'm nervous. Are you ready for me to be your shadow if I step out of my comfort zone? Girl, you nailed it. I love it, love it, love it. Yes. Oh my gosh. I was so nervous. You guys, you might not believe me, but you don't even understand. It took me like 6 weeks before I would even sign up because I was scared. And I kept making excuses. And then once I did sign up, it took me like 2 weeks before I would even look at my coach online office. And then I cried a little bit because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do anything. But again, I turned my mindset to that why me. And, instead of why me, it was the why not me. And I'm like, dude, this is like going to college or the trade school. It's where I always use that analogy. Because I'm not going to learn it all, just like going to school. You can't just learn it all at once. It's like a foreign language at first. It's like starting a brand new job. Take it one day at a time, and you're going to learn. I teach you what you need to know. It's like that need to know basis. Don't go looking at everything like the star diamond bonus pools when it won't happen for a little while. We'll get there, okay? I promise I teach you every step of the way. Let's see, and then let's see. Last one. I'm so glad to hear you say that. Thought it was just me. No, if any coach would tell you that they were not nervous or scared or fearful or thought about quitting when they first started, they are lying. They are lying, I promise you. It's just those little tiny goals. I knew that I loved how I felt when I was doing my program, and I wanted to help other people feel as good as I was feeling. And I knew that if I wasn't a coach and I was just trying to do the program on my own, that I was going to slip back into my old ways, and I was going to lose that 5 or 10 pounds, and then I'd be like, cool, I'm done. And then I'd go back to the old bad ways. And I was so done with that. And I said, no, enough is enough. And I knew what giving up felt like. I didn't want to give up anymore. I love that saying, you know what, whatever. It's like that. I already know what giving up feels like. I want to figure out what it feels like if I don't give up. And I already knew what being in debt felt like. I wanted to know what it felt like to not have to be in debt. I never wanted to have to tell my kids that they couldn't take violin lessons or piano lessons or play soccer. That would eat my heart out, because I want to give them every opportunity that they ask for, and we're able to do that now. And we paid off all of that $140,000 of debt and then some, you guys. Like, my husband is able to be home from the Navy, and Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success, any income. I will put that disclaimer on everything. I sacrifice TV. I sacrifice sleep. I sacrifice these little things that are not huge sacrifices, but enough to get me to where I'm at. All right. So just you showing up on this call tonight shows me that you want this, or you're at least interested in it. Right. All right. Let's see here. I have another question, and then we're wrapping it up. So Tara asked, how do you find them? Do you just scroll through your friends' Facebook and message people? Ultimately, yeah, whenever I first started, that's how this business works. I would scroll through, and I'm not just gonna like go invite some, random college girl who's holding a drink in her hand, because that's not who I would relate to, right? I'm not gonna go message some random dude, because I'm married and I would never do that. But I am going to look for the people who I feel like I would connect with, right? And again, moms and women who are working out and that kind of stuff. So that's how I connect. And I'll go and of course, like on their pages and stuff, because why not? Everybody likes to have compliments and make new friends and stuff. And I remember I was so scared for probably 2 months to even send that friend request to people, because I was like, what if they ask me if I know them and I don't know them? And finally I started laughing at myself. I'm like, I'm behind a computer. I'm stressing myself out over what if someone asks me if I know them. Be honest. I've had maybe 3 times in my entire coaching career where someone has sent me that message. And all that I do is say, actually, no, I don't know you, but I see that you're a mom too, and I'm always looking to connect with other moms, and I see that you're a mutual friend of me and my friend so-and-so. So I thought I'd send you a friend request. They've all been like, oh my God, so cool, awesome, I'll accept you. A few of them are on my team now, just so you know, okay? It is the coolest business ever if you take the leap and you allow yourself to just get out of your comfort zone and start to change. I promise. It's really awesome. So I hope that this call helped you guys. I hope it eased some of your mind to see someone who has been doing this for so long, and I still get nervous doing some things, I promise you, but it is worth it, because my kids are in the living room in the other room. My husband is not deployed anymore. We have a life that I have legit dreamed of just freedom, being able to come and go as we please, meeting new people, and loving what I do. What more can you ask for in life, right? God definitely provides when you listen, because I really feel that He put this on my heart to share with other people, and that's what I do. I'm living my life of purpose. So I hope you guys join our team, and if not, thanks so much for taking your time out of your night to be with us. All right, guys. Tell your hubby thanks for his service. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.